Our two osprey chicks are now about 5 weeks old. They're able to regulate their own body temperature at this stage, so the female osprey has been leaving the nest to occasionally take a break and go fishing. We've seen her out in the river catching fish and bringing them back for the family. This means the male osprey can now eat more of his own catch, and we recently spotted him on a mud bank near the nest enjoying a meal. One parent is usually close by making sure the chicks are protected, even if they're not on the cam. In this photo taken near the cam, you can see both parents perched on some favorite snags in the river just to the right of the nest platform. The chicks' feathers are coming in nicely, and when they raise their wings, you can see some of their bluish blood feathers. When their feathers begin to grow, they're protected inside a special sheath that is filled with blood, which feeds the feathers, and these are called blood feathers or pin feathers. Once the feather is fully developed, the sheath will fall off or the chick will pull it off. You can see feathers developing on their tails as well in this photo. Both chicks have been getting a nice range of fish, with the younger chick getting more bold about sitting beside its sibling and trying to get part of the meal. Both chicks have also been making stabs at the food, trying to feed themselves, but they're not quite strong enough to tear off pieces of fish. In one clip, we saw the younger chick in front of the male osprey, while the older chick was in front of the female. The male was feeding himself, even though the younger chick clearly wanted a bite. On the rare occasion you might see a nest where the male will feed both the chicks and even the female, but most males don't participate in the feeding or in shading the chicks from the sun. Another item you can look for is the crop. Ospreys, like other birds, have a crop on their chest, which is a muscular pouch that serves as a storage place for food. If you see the chicks with bulging crops, it means they recently fed. You'll also notice the chicks have orange-reddish eyes, while the parents have yellow eyes. Once the chicks fledge, eye color will be one way to tell if they're a juvenile. The other is by the tan tips on their feathers. The juveniles keep this coloring and will have it when they migrate south in September. One final interesting behavior we saw in the last week was a clip where both chicks were moving sticks around in the nest. I guess it's never too early for chicks to learn nest maintenance, because one day in the future, they'll hopefully have nests of their own and will be raising their own families, maybe somewhere here at Blackwater National Wildlife Refuge.